Hey everyone, Absolute Vending Machine here. So this is the first devlog of Pumpice, my new 3D platformer kind of collectathon game that I'm working on. And I'd just like to also mention that there is going to be no gameplay in this devlog, and I'm going to be talking specifically about this model that I've made here because I've had it in my backlog for about a week and I need to cover it. So anyways, this is the model, and this is of the main character Lucy, and she is a farmer and she collects pumpkins, and basically the goal of the game is to collect as many pumpkins as possible, and that determines how you do at the end of the game and also what ending you get. So that's basically what the game is. Definitely will be more fleshed out and detailed once I get into gameplay and later devlogs, but basically that's the general idea of it. And now I wanted to go into the model over here. So this is the model of Lucy, and it's pretty typical stuff here. If I go into pose mode, so just typical stuff. And Lucy, I guess the inspirations for design, I'm kind of going for a Nintendo 64 style, so that's why the textures kind of look blurred. Lucy was inspired by, I guess, like Rayman and Newman Network Channel 64 and the character Newman from that. So you can see it on screen. I'm putting up some images, and that's basically the inspirations. The eyes are flat textures, kind of like old games like Legend of Zelda Phantom Hourglass. That's a good example of the use of the technique for the eyes. But that's basically it. It's a little messed up, the model, so like there's a stray thing here, but I think it's supposed to be fine. I think it turned out pretty well considering I don't have much experience in Blender, so I'm pretty happy with the result of it all. That's basically it for the model. The only other thing I wanted to cover about it is the eyes here. So the eyes, I'm really happy about how I learned how to do it. If I go here, you can see that this is one kind of object, right? But if I go and I select these are their own separate objects, right? So the reason is because if I combined it, then I couldn't really manipulate these parts, the eyes and the mouth and stuff. And so basically what I did is if I go ahead and select these, you can see they have a UV project and they're connected to an object. So basically there are invisible planes over here that control these, and so if I move this, you can see that it moves the texture because it's being projected onto this plane. And so I hide that so you don't see it, but basically that's what really controls it. And so basically what I went ahead and did is I created just some stray bones here for the rig, right? And so the purpose of these stray bones is so that basically those planes that I showed earlier, they're parented to the bones, and when I go ahead and I move this around, it moves the plane around, which in turn moves the UV map for these planes. And so I think it's a pretty good setup, pretty easy to do, and I'm sure that this is a pretty unorthodox way to go about it, but I'm pretty happy with the results that I've achieved here, and so I'm pretty happy about this model in general. And so yeah, that's basically what I have so far. And also, just for anyone interested, I've been pretty busy lately, so that's why I haven't been uploading content. But I'm trying to like balance all of my projects, and I think that I'll find a way to do everything and get back to uploading more content. But that's basically why I've been posting pretty inconsistently. Thanks for watching.